2874. Catch us on social media at SiriusXM Patriot and at David Webb Show.
Listen live weekdays at 9 a.m. East on SiriusXM Patriot.
Life insurance. What's your excuse for putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think your work coverage is enough? There's a lot of excuses for putting off life insurance, but one big reason why you shouldn't. If the unexpected were to happen to you, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' tuition, and all the other bills? In a time of grief, the last thing you would want is for your family to have to sell the house and struggle to survive financially. At Ethos, we could get you covered in just 10 minutes, and boom, family protected. Rates can increase the longer you wait, so no more excuses. Take 10 minutes today and discover the modern way to get the life insurance coverage you need. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at startethos.com. That's startethos.com.
This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, with some very exciting news. The new Trump fragrances are here. They make a great Christmas present. I've named them Fight, Fight, Fight because they represent winning. This fragrance is all about strength and success and confidence for men and for women. Get yourself a bottle and don't forget to grab one for your loved ones too. They'll thank you and they'll even smell good. Enjoy, have fun, and keep on winning.
That's right. President Trump's new Trump fragrances are here, just in time for Christmas. These limited edition scents for men and women are available now and selling quickly. Don't wait. Go to GetTrumpFragrances.com and get yours before they're gone. They make the perfect gift. Go to GetTrumpFragrances.com today. It's an easy URL to remember. GetTrumpFragrances.com. See GetTrumpFragrances.com for details. Trump fragrances are not intended for investment purposes. Hurry! Go now to GetTrumpFragrances.com and get your Trump fragrances today.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com.
Legal immigration.
The Second Amendment.
Conservative principles live here.
We are
SiriusXM Patriot, Channel 125.
My Patriot Supply. Let's get what we need with My Patriot Supply. Go to compareWithSlater.com. We've got a special website for you. And you can start with a 3-month emergency food kit. Have that. It's 2 Home Depot size buckets, a little smaller than that. That's it. That's your 3 months worth of food. Great place to start. Grab a couple of those, provide for your whole family, provide for neighbors, friends, people who will obviously come to your house every time. Because what else would they get? Your food, your house, you're the one who's good, you're the responsible person in your life. They're not. We did. So get a few more so you can help other people as well. We just live through this. We just live through North Carolina, East Tennessee. There's disasters all the time. National vision. So we know this happens. That's just that. There's attacks and stuff like that before and after cities. So the food, water, power, get it all at preparewithslater.com.
SiriusXM Patriot presents Breitbart News Daily with your host, Mike Slater.
You've been investigated, right? Hillary Clinton has also been criminally investigated but not charged. It doesn't mean you can't be Attorney General, but he's not going to receive a very warm welcome from the career folks there. We've seen people today, our fellow reporters, crying, hugging in the hallways. I've gotten sources from text messages from sources. Trump administration in the hallways.
We don't have time to take Josh call. Josh in Ohio. People are very concerned about this. Very concerned about if we get rid of the Department of Education, what's going to happen with special needs kids and kids with disabilities. I hear this all the time. People write emails on this. I see this on Twitter everywhere. Everyone's so concerned about this. We've had one person a day call in. Nothing will happen to them. Sorry, I want to try to take the frustration out of my voice. Nothing will happen to them. I don't even understand this. If you get rid of the Department of Education, and what about the special needs kids? I don't know. You just give some block grant to the states. And And every special needs program continues on through the state governments where it should be, and it continues on as is, or gets way better because it's more connected to the individual states and more accountable to the people of the state and of the district. It's like that's such a zero issue, and people are so wrapped up about it. I don't get it. Or if you make the case that the special needs program must be done through the federal government, it has to be done through the federal government, but I can't fathom a reason why. But then you just move it over to Health and Human Services or something. This is such a zero concern, and it's all I hear people complain about. It's a trick. It is a trick. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the sob stories. There are ways to take care of actual, real, legitimate sob stories, but that's not what these are. They're just going to throw at you the worst of the worst. They're going to throw at you the one 12-year-old who got raped and couldn't get an abortion, right? They're going to throw that at you. Do not fall for it. Got an email. Someone says, I love your analysis of Matt Gaetz. Reminds me also of Kavanaugh. We talked about that. Feinstein was behind that one. And also with Harry Reid. Do you remember this one? Such a good point from Carol. Well done, Carol. Remember when Harry Reid said Mitt Romney didn't pay his taxes? And it turned out to be totally not true. And he was asked about it. I found this article from CNN from 2015. Bash asked Harry Reid about if he had any regrets, accusing Mitt Romney with no evidence of not paying his taxes. Without hesitation, I don't regret that at all. When Bash followed up about some calling it McCarthyite, he gave a shrug with a smirk, followed by, it worked, didn't it? Do not listen to these people. There are some people with genuine concerns about it, and we can remedy that. But for the most part, this is all just like psyop, fear-mongering. Do not buy it. This is mandate. Cut the government. This is our chance. It has to happen. Do not be derailed. Mike Slater, good word.
You didn't start a business to babysit your poorest performing employees. That's exactly why I started my business, so you don't have to. Hi, I'm Alan Jones, founder and CEO of Bambi. I created Bambi so small business owners can take back control of their business. Need to fire a poor performing employee who happens to now want 3 months off? Your Bambi HR manager will take care of that for you in your first week with us. You spend your time coaching your A players, we'll take care of the rest. I'm so confident that Bambi will help you focus on what you love about running your business that I'm offering a $1 trial to the service for your first month. Trust me, there are no limits to the amount of calls or questions you can give your Bambi HR manager. After your first month, just $29 a month for companies of any size, month to month, no hidden fees, cancel anytime.
Get a month of Bambi for just $1. Go to Bambi.com and type Patriot under radio to schedule your first call with an HR manager right now. Go to BAMBEE.com, Patriot Radio.
All right, Christmas is coming up. Hard to believe. We've been very focused on the election. Let's not lose sight of the fact that it's almost December, too. The perfect gift. Talking about it for months. Get them. This is your opportunity. This is your excuse to get Cozy Earth's bamboo sheet set. Perfect gift. Luxurious. Your wife, your husband will love them. Also, men, if you may add on top of that some holiday pajamas, Cozy Earth's women's bamboo pajama set. There's some men's pajamas as well. Love them. Perfect. You will want to wrap yourselves in this Cozy Earth viscous of bamboo material. I don't know how it works the way, but you'll want to wrap yourself. Mike Slater, no space for up to 40% off. Up to 40% off. CozyEarth.com/Mike Slater. And if you get a post-purchase survey, just say you heard about Cozy Earth from me, Mike Slater. CozyEarth.com/Mike Slater.
Individual freedom. Limited government.
Conservative principles live here. We are Sirius XM Patriot, Channel 125.
News this hour from townhall.com. Alex Thomason. Republicans will remain in the driver's seats in the House, retaining a slim majority.
With the presidency, the Senate, and the House in hand, the Republican Party has a powerful government trifecta. President-elect Donald Trump and his close ally, Speaker Mike Johnson, have promised an overhaul of the federal government and profound changes to domestic and foreign policy. Republican Congressman Juan Ciscomani defeated Democrat Kirsten Engel and has yet to be released. Republican leaders said that they would prioritize passing a robust border security bill before working with the Senate to quickly reauthorize Trump's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
Florida GOP Congressman Matt Gaetz has quit Congress after President-elect Trump nominated him for Attorney General. There will be a special election to fill the Gaetz seat. A legal win for Elon Musk and his pre-election $1 billion voter sweepstakes.
The judge ruled Philadelphia's top prosecutor failed to show it was an illegal lottery. The prize was open only to swing state voters who signed a petition endorsing the constitutional right to free speech and to bear arms. Lawyers for Must's America PAC revealed in court the recipients didn't win a game of chance. They were instead chosen to be paid spokespeople for the group. DA Larry Krasner said people were being scammed. The judge said Krasner didn't provide any evidence beyond mere speculation. Musk invested more than $70 million in the Political Action Committee to help Donald Trump return to the White House. He has now been tapped to lead a Trump administration government efficiency effort. I'm Ed Donahue.
Three-time Olympic medalist Lindsey Vonn is coming out of retirement, rejoining the U.S. ski team, planning to race again at the age of 40. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures 74 points higher. Nasdaq futures down 17. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but
What up? I can't get either one of those clips to play right from Telegram. What happened last night? Yeah, I'm being careful. It's raining hard. What'd I miss? Happy Ruby Ridges Day, yeah.
Hey man, I am finally getting out a credit card debt.
Defund the FBI.
if you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Sharon, and soon I will be debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
A military vehicle? An MRAP?
Plans to investigate the police for forcing illegal miners to the surface.
Oh, okay, yeah.
By depriving them of food and water.
Sorry, I've just seen so many of them in my life.
The government's operation aimed at disrupting illegal mining could have an impact on the right to life. This came after authorities cut off food.
I saw that in the description. I was just like, what's so special about that?
A group of mostly sect workers and undocumented immigrants.
They are pretty cool, though, I will say. We didn't even have them when I was in, but
the government said help won't be sent underground.
all we had was armored Humvees that just turned you into it. Yeah. It's alright. It's only a 6-hour video. I'll find it. I went to bed almost as soon as I got home last night. We watched. The wife has never watched Dexter, so I've been watching that with her, and I fell asleep.
Well, they asked for it. You gave it to them. The Republicans have now completed the trifecta officially. They have the White House.
Oh, it is good. I've seen it a long time ago. I heard there's like a second version of it. I haven't seen any of that. But I'm going to take her through the original first, and then we'll see what's up.
Because of that narrow margin, as well as the fact that 3 members of Congress have now been named to the administration, Mike Waltz, Lisa Paddock, and Matt Gaetz, and the numbers get slimmer and slimmer. The managing of the numbers matter, but the trifecta that the party has asked for is once again being given to them by.
Well, I'm sure it's heading your way from here. I don't know which way this is going, but usually you get it a couple days or a day after me. So I haven't looked at the radar. I didn't even know it was going to be raining. I let the dogs out this morning. Didn't even look when I opened the door. Then I let them in, and they were soaked. Like, oh shit, it's raining, huh?
But to look at it this way, the Sweet 16 so far, that's
Come on.
have already been named. Now technically it's
Fucking
17
idiots.
with 2, Musk and Ramaswamy at the top of the Department of Government Efficiency. But with Matt Gaetz now being officially named for the Attorney General spot, Rubio for Secretary of State. We're talking about
Yeah, he fucking, what a dickhead he is too. He did go outside and pee, but then I fed him breakfast, and then I let him out one more time before I jumped in the shower. Let him back in. I didn't even leave him out there that long. Took my shower, got out of the shower, and the asshole shit on the fucking floor. I'm just glad his shits are solid. Hey, Dirty. I mean, Jody. Oh, you said hey, Dirty.
Outstanding ally in the Middle East. One of our best around the world. And there's a lot more on the table. White House counsel William McKinley, top-notch attorney, and of course Stephen Witkoff, special envoy to the Middle East, and others.
At least he ate breakfast good, though. Bored him out of it.
Has to begin now.
Well, the good thing is he does it in the kitchen floor. It's not on the carpet, so.
Given the majority, and of course now with the Senate vote completed in secret.
Crickets? Oh, that's weird. With all our cats, we don't get any varmints in the house. Not for long, anyway. Even insects. Stink bugs. They fucking cats love to eat stink bugs. Bunch of little bug and rodent killers there in the house. Crunch, crunch, crunch. She's a killer. Our big Maine Coon mostly just plays with them, but the other cats fucking kill them.
To Elon Musk with Tucker Carlson. And in less than 2 minutes, let's call it the less than 2 minute drill, he lays this out.
I feel like those, it's more fun. Well, we just take a look at all the federal agencies and say, do we really need whatever it is, 428 federal agencies? Like, there's so many that people have never heard of, and that have overlapping areas of responsibility. We should, I don't know, we should get, I mean, there are more federal agencies than there are years since the establishment of the United States, which means that we can create more than one federal agency per year on average. That seems a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we should have, that seems crazy. I think we should be able to get away with 99 agencies. I don't know. That seems like a lot of agencies. It's a lot. Yeah. Two per state. Yeah, exactly. We should have fewer agencies, and they certainly shouldn't have overlapping responsibilities. And then we need some kind of
this guy's in a hurry. Let him go.
To say which ones are sensible and which ones are not.
Suburban Premier.
Because if you've got
Colorado plates,
they're going to add more regulations, just automatic. Like they're just output regulations, and there's more laws and regulations every year until basically everything's legal, so we can't get anything done. So we need some kind of garbage collection for regulations that don't make sense. I think I'm saying very obvious things.
You are saying obvious things.
Yeah. So
Which
that's
would be very unpopular things.
yeah. I'll probably, if this happens, quite a significant security team. So that because someone like literally go postal on me from the post office.
And last night on Hannity, Vivek Ramaswamy, the co-chair of the Department of Government Efficiency, had this to say.
Right out here. Look, $2 trillion, I stand corrected. No, I want to be very clear about the scale. I want to be very clear about the scale that we're thinking here. We're not thinking small, we're playing big.
A large military. It's like a armored personnel carrier.
The American people have voted for drastic reform of the government. And our federal government is broken. It's no secret that it is a fourth branch of government, the administrative state that makes most of the rules.
Dude, that's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious.
So what do we want to do? We want to go in and slash and burn that bureaucracy to help Americans, stimulate the economy, and to restore self-governance again, Sean. The people we elect to run the government, they're not even the ones who run the government anymore. It's these unelected bureaucrats. Republican politicians have talked about fixing this for a long time, not with a lot of progress. So I do think it's going to take a couple of outsiders. Gil and I have built a great friendship over the last year. We're working together intensely, and we're not going to stop till we get the job done.
Now, unlike government commissions, there's
Burn it all down, as far as I'm concerned.
July 4th, 2026, our 250th birthday.
Burn it all down.
Celebration of the Declaration of Independence, which is even more here. 250. And when you look at
Yeah, it's supposed to
goal
rain till
that's been
late into the
stated,
evening here,
there's a
too.
long way to go to get
I got to go out to
there,
Green Springs
identify,
tonight, too. First, as soon as I get off, I got to go home, feed the dogs, let them out, grab some equipment that's supposed to be delivered today, and then take it out to Green Springs. So I'm going to have a busy, busy day.
with government spending pre-pandemic, during pandemic, and the pandemic is over and the wartime spending is over, then why has government not drawn down on its spending? That's the $2 trillion difference between where we were pre-pandemic to where we are today.
That hotel's open. I don't know.
And within that,
Miami
there are
Suites
areas
Hotel.
of
Oh.
reduction that are needed. There's some low-hanging
That place has been shut down so many times.
really easy to find.
Used to be a decent hotel.
Programs to multiple federal agencies, payments by the government in the billions and more over years to dead people, studying shrimp on treadmills and monkeys, not in medical studies, we have private labs for that. And way undertold about monkey studies and animal testing, all that and more. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, CRT. Why is that a function of government? We have an EEOC and guidelines and rules or laws already in place, an Equal Employment Commission. So why the overlapping factors, the overlapping programs? We don't need 5 agencies covering the same 7 programs, whatever the number happens to be. But if we're going to do this, it's not going to be done by government. It will be done by those who come in, not as government workers, not taking a government salary, but in the end, streamlining government, cutting in the burden on taxpayers, could affect things like inflation, your everyday costs, can lower interest rates, less money being wasted and spent and printed and pumped into the system. And I'm still waiting for the part of this that is going to look at that, Jerome Powell entity, the Fed, that while independent of the executive, is acting as if it is another branch of government with a very real world effect. So maybe instead of the constant battle cry of audit the Fed, we'll just hear that something is underway to assess the true financial structure of the country, our actual bottom line, while we bottom line some of these budgets.
Hey, yeah,
Come
sorry,
up with
I
an
didn't
actual
acknowledge you.
real picture of what we have, what we're worth, and where we start cutting. I mean, the people that hold our debt around the world, whether it be China, Japan, the UK, Belgium holds, I don't know, the number now is probably somewhere around $400 to $450 million of our debt. Why don't we just take Belgium off the table with some savings?
Probably a range, training range.
And hopefully this flows into American society, into not just the cultural consciousness, but into the corporations. There are serious issues economically that will not be resolved just by government, but by an environment that allows the private market, the private companies to grow, aka pro-growth strategies and pro-growth economic policy, rather than the Keynesian crap that we've been getting out of Washington, D.C. And some people's feelings are going to be hurt, and some are going to be annoyed, and they won't like it because you're going to be taking away jobs from people. Well, that has to happen. The administrative cost, the growth, the bloat of federal government.
Yeah, they have a lot of training ranges out there.
The
like I said, the Yuma Proving Grounds.
Contractors out there,
I believe
across the spectrum, not just
I'll spend a lot of time down there
in defense contracting, but also in so many agencies. There are entire staff and agencies in this country dedicated to government employment, not just at the federal level, but also at the state level. That's where they make their money. Why do they exist in such numbers with such great effect? Because it's a pipeline of money for a, quote, private company that is making money off
well, ain't nobody here today.
And if you think
yeah, there's no cars on Mackinac Island.
The trifecta.
The only vehicle there is like there is like an ambulance. That's about it. But there's no private vehicles.
The resistance is real.
They do allow snowmobiles though.
The transfer of power will be followed by the subversion of the incoming Republican.
All right, guys. I'm doing my best to actually have a desktop stream today. It's just been nuts.
And even within the Republican Party, there will
it is kind of a tourist trap. It's cool though. I like to just rent a bicycle and just ride it around there. It's like 8 miles around the island.
Getting ready to make their pitch, if not already making their pitches and setting up their pre-Christmas meetings.
I chaperoned a field trip for my son there one time.
Those that are the interests with money and access are served.
All right, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you in a bit. If not, we'll see you later. It's gonna be a busy day, so I am gonna be on the road quite a bit today after I get off here. Later.